Self-esteem, why you don't feel good enough, and how to change it. Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, it still never feels enough? And what makes it worse is that most advice about self-esteem is useless. All the cliches, the affirmations, the fake confidence, the just love yourself nonsense, it doesn't work. Sure, you can stand in front of the mirror repeating, "I am worthy," all day long. But if you keep abandoning yourself when things get uncomfortable, your brain knows you're lying, and it has no reason to believe you. Because self-esteem isn't a feeling. It's your opinion of yourself, your belief in your own ability to show up for you. And most people are building it on the wrong foundation. You feel this way because you were raised to earn your worth. Be good, be kind, be impressive, be useful, be perfect. So you grow up addicted to approval, terrified of looking weak, always checking yourself through someone else's eyes. And now your value feels conditional, meaning if you're doing well, you're fine. But if you struggle, you feel like a failure. You compare, you shrink, you self-monitor, and in comparison, you are never enough. You confuse self-criticism with self-discipline because you're just being realistic, right? And if you are hard enough on yourself, maybe you'll finally get better. And when someone says, "Just love yourself," you want to scream. Because how are you supposed to love yourself when half the time you don't even like yourself? The real problem is that, deep down, you don't trust yourself to have your own back. Because you keep breaking your own word. And you know exactly what I mean. You say you'll start, but you don't. You say you'll stop, but you don't. You say, "This time will be different," and it never is. You know the moment all too well. That split second right before you act. You feel the urge to move, to speak, to try, to show up, but then you stop to think. Will they approve? Will this be good enough? What if I get it wrong? What will they say? That pause, that tiny hesitation where you wait for permission, that is the moment you abandon yourself. You don't follow through, and your brain learns, "I can't rely on me." Not because you're broken, but because you were taught to look outward for validation instead of listening to yourself. And every moment of hesitation chips away at your self-respect. And it's not even the failure that hurts. It's the disappointment that follows. Your nervous system learns, "I don't trust me." And that's where your self-esteem is lost. The big question, of course, is how do you fix it? Not with affirmations, not with self-love quotes, not with pretending to be confident. Self-esteem isn't something you wait to feel. It's never going to miraculously appear by itself. Self-esteem is something you earn from yourself through follow-through. You build it by becoming someone you can count on. Tiny promises, tiny follow-throughs, tiny self-trust. And over time, that adds up to real confidence. Wake up when you said you would. Finish one thing you keep postponing. Have the conversation you've been avoiding. Your nervous system doesn't believe words. It believes evidence. Every follow-through is a vote for self-trust. Face the uncomfortable, the uncertain, the awkward moments you avoid. No excuses, no drama, just follow through. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to show up for yourself again and again and do what you said you would. That's how you rebuild self-trust. That's how you build self-esteem, one promise at a time. If you don't stand with yourself, you'll always end up standing in your own way. Become self-driven